Okay, so I think we'll start here. So for this month, you have Jupiter abundance coming in. So this can be manifesting in a number of ways for you. It can be whatever is relevant for you, but it's normally, it can be a windfall, it can be a brilliant idea, it can be the return of joy, of happiness, or the expansion of that, generosity, also gratitude, but expansion of some sort. Whatever it touches, it expands. So it's that lovely, abundant, a very fruitful energy. It can also be, just your attitude or your feeling in general. So happier. You could have good luck. You could have a really a serious breakthrough of some sort. So whatever area this comes in for you, it's going to really bring this abundance in for you. It could very well be to do with your dreams coming true, because you've got the 11th house here. So there could be something that's manifesting for you, like a dream or a wish that you've had, or a vision of yourself, or something that you have for the future. So it could be tied into this. But Jupiter is coming in. And that's normally, a very abundant energy, whether you just feel abundant and therefore you are attracting more opportunities, or something comes towards you like an opportunity or a windfall or luck or expansion or just joy and happiness, whatever it may be. Or it could be all of it, stemming from some event. 7 is here. So this could be any date that's relevant for you. It could be the 7th of the month. It could be 7 days. It could be 7 weeks. It could be the 7th month. But whatever is unfolding for you in this month, it may have be related to a 7 in some way, which may be relevant for you. Now, for this abundance coming in, you need to, we've got Hathor receptivity. So this is important to anchor this blessing down. So it's saying, allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. And that's very much what Jupiter is about. So whatever you are receiving, whether it's an idea or some sort of financial help or a windfall or just some sort of breakthrough or opportunity or a reward even, you need to be open to receiving that, and then you can share that abundance with others. All right. So be open, be receptive. This is a feminine quality, whether you're masculine or feminine, doesn't matter. We have both in us, and we need to balance both in order to be truly abundant. So this is about tapping into that abundance stream, and that is about being receptive. So this is about being open to receiving. So you can give, and you can be, very generous, and you can and be doing things for others. There's a lot of nurturing going on here. So it could be family related and so on. But you also need to receive as well, and it must be done in equal measure. So receiving and giving need to be in equal measure. So make sure that you are open to receiving, and this is for yourself. It comes into you. You harness that abundance, and then you can utilize it in a myriad of ways to actually push yourself forward, or to help others, or to set yourself up in some way. But you must be open to receiving. Okay, so give yourself permission. There's no shame or guilt in receiving, and there's no, let go of the ego concerns around that, and just be open and make sure that you put it to good use. For yourself, number one, and then in relation to your nearest and dearest, or in whatever way it is that you need to. But it's saying that nurturing is important, and also, this is a sort of a very mothering energy as well. So children, or affairs of children, or your children, something to do with that may be coming in as well. But be receptive, be open, and allow this beautiful energy to come in, so that you can actually then, spread it around, and that will boost your energy, that being receptive, because then you have a full cup. You're giving from a full cup. Okay, so we've got here 11th house. So as I said, this 11th house deals with friendships. It also deals with your hopes and dreams, your wishes, your visions for the future, what you're imagining for yourself. It can be glimpses of the future, can come in with this card. It's also your hobbies and your interests, things like that. And all sorts of social situations. So this can be, it's normally in group settings, but it can be social networks or social, your social circle. circle. It could be outings. It could be events, anything like that. But it can also be to do with group situations like associations, societies, and things like that. So you are, perhaps interacting in that in some way. It could even be an online group. But it certainly is your sort of your ideals and what you envision for yourself, your dreams and your personal hobbies and so on. So any one of those areas may be highlighted here for you. Now, at the bottom, you've got Aquarius, I know. Now, Aquarius and the 11th house, they are together normally. So the 11th house falls under Aquarius. So this is obviously a very, very strong energy coming in. So it seems to be that either some sort of dream is manifesting for you. I do feel that is what it may be, because you've got your money, your golden opportunity here. So important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. So this is saying whatever is manifesting for you, however, at Jupiter is bringing this abundance in for you, whether a doorway is opening for you now in this house or a dream is manifesting. It could be to do with a person who's going to help you or support you, because Aquarius and the 11th house can very much be about that. This can be people who are going to assist you in some way. Now, these can be friends or a friend, or it could be people who are like friends or families to you. So it could be like an acquaintance or a work colleague, something like that, who are going to come in to support you. So it could be that, but I feel it's also to do with your hopes and your dreams and your hobbies and your interests, whatever it is that you are doing or you're perhaps doing on the side. Perhaps you've got a really special idea or something that you want to implement. With Aquarius, this is about glimpses of the future. It's about technology. It's also astrology can come in under this. It's also very much about scientific things or science fiction, and all of those sorts of things can come in. It's quite advanced. It can be quite technologically advanced. So whether you are or not doesn't matter. It can be an upgrade of some sort. So you could be expanding in that way. You could be perhaps improving your technological skills in some way. But this is very knowledgeable. This is very futuristic. This is having glimpses of the future coming in. But it can also be about some sort of hope or dream or ideal or hobby or interest of yours, but it can be quite unconventional. So it could be something really quite different from what everybody else is doing, or just something that you have been working on. It's very inventive. So it could be an invention, or it could just be an amazing idea. It could be some sort of like a leap of consciousness. So where you really are grasping far-reaching concepts, unusual concepts. It can also be that you are meeting people who are different, who are culturally different, or they're from different parts of the world, or they're more, they're cutting-edge technology. They could just be very different from you in some way or form, and you are learning from them. So, but it's saying however this is manifesting for you, it could also just be your own inner knowing. You could also be receiving an incredible idea. As I said, Jupiter can do that, but it can manifest in the form of a really amazing idea. And now you're getting the opportunity to move it forward, because you've got your money, your golden opportunity here. So important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. So this is saying that this is tidal. So this is going to bring a lot of joy. You've got a dolphin there. She's obviously really enjoying the water, but it's tidal. So something is coming in on the tide for you. It's coming straight to you. And it's a golden opportunity of some sort. And it could be linking up with somebody, or it could be an idea, as I said, or a windfall enables you to push forward, or you could have a dream coming true. Something is coming for you. But it's saying that not to be afraid of taking this opportunity. All right. Just dive in. Just gather your courage and dive in, because all your skills, all your experience, everything that makes up you, everything that you've been through, your talents, your abilities, your skills, everything has prepared you for this opportunity. So it's very important that you take that step forward now and go for it. Don't procrastinate. Obviously, if you miss this opportunity, then another one will come in at some point. But these things are tidal, and everything's in divine timing. And this is saying that this is your time now. This is your time. So don't procrastinate, jump in, go for it, and know that you're fully equipped. You're fully equipped to deal with this opportunity, whatever it may be coming in for you. The bottom of the Fairy Tarot is Two of Spring, a bright future manifested through hard work and creativity, partnering with others who share your dreams, great progress being made. So that kind of also comes in with what I've just said here, and we're going to cover some more again, because everything that's in this card is reflected here as well. So it's saying that you may have a friend or somebody else who is going to step in to assist you, or is going to lift you up, or they may have technological skills, or they may have an idea, and you're going to assist them with that. However it comes in. But collaboration, it looks like, is coming in for you. There's hard work, but I think it's going to be enjoyable. This is going to be a very worthwhile partnership or collaboration. This is going to really, it's going to be almost like not work, because you're going to be enjoying yourself so much. And it's somebody that's like-minded, somebody who's like you, somebody who's got experience like you, who's perhaps seeing things the same way as you. They may have slightly different skill set to you, but you complement each other, all of those things coming in. But Two of Spring is a very happy card from a partnership point of view. In some cases it's romantic, but in other cases it's working together. It really depends. But it's saying that, this is, whatever you're going to be doing on is going to be successful, and there's going to be a lot of progress for you and this person, or within your own personal sphere, your own hopes and dreams and wishes. It's a very, very positive card coming in there for you. So now we've also got 10th house coming in. So this is the house of career, fame, reputation. It's also your public status, so how other people see you. So that may be undergoing a change of some sort. Perhaps you have been employed and now you're becoming self-employed. Perhaps this opportunity that's coming to you enables you to do that. Or you are partnering up with somebody, so you're going into a partnership. You may not have done that before, so that affects your public status, all right? It could also be that your profile is being raised in some way to do with this wonderful opportunity that's coming in. As I said, your profile may be raised, you may be getting fame, something of that nature may be coming in. You could be joining a lot of online groups, or you're just, it's sort of some sort of expansion is coming in, because Jupiter can also expand, obviously, your profile. Anything Jupiter touches expands, all right? So something is coming in. This is, it's also about authority, and this can be you being mature as well. So this can be you coming into your own sort of authenticity, being your own authority, coming into your power, and you are now, becoming your ideal. You are now reaching a level where you are coming into your own, which can very much be, to do with this process we've just discussed as well. You're kind of evolving into sort of something that that you've been aspiring to, and the 10th house can be about that as well. It can be that it's what you look up to in your chart. It's what you admire. So all of those qualities could be coming in. It could also be to do with, a figure of authority in your life. Now, this can be like somebody you're learning from, like a teacher or a guru or a mentor, or just somebody that you look up to and admire who's been an authoritative figure in your life. It could even be a parent. That any one of those areas could be coming in with the 10th house. Now, we've got here, we've got Gemini, I think, and we've also got Isolde, Undying Love. So this is about opening yourself up to love in some ways, but also opening up to universal love. And this is about raising your consciousness as well, and opening up after a difficult period, okay? And Gemini in this deck can be the Lover's card. So that may be coming in for you. Perhaps you are meeting somebody who's older than you. This could be somebody who's mature, has got some authority. They've probably reached a point in their life, or are at a stage in their life where they have authority. They are mature. They're very capable. They're very wise. They could be very good at handling themselves or handling money, or they could be famous, or they could have a high profile in some way. All of these things could come in. If this is to do with a relationship. Now, this needn't be necessarily a love relationship, but it's about aligning with this person in some way, if it is a person, okay? And this is the Lover's card, so it could very well be about a relationship. But the other side of it, it could also be just you coming into your power, as I said, with the 10th house. So, and with Isolde, you may have been through a difficult period. You may have had a loss of some kind, perhaps a loss of a relationship, or just a loss of a way of life, or just been through, a bit of a roller coaster, and some things have fallen away. Some things have kind of dissolved. resolved or ended and finished, and so on. And this is about now going through a period of healing and recovery, which will be very swift and efficient. And on the other side of that, it's about opening up. It's about becoming more social. It's about opening yourself up to universal love, and it may be personal love in this situation, and knowing that all efforts that you've made for love in the past have been recorded and noted, and it never dies. Wherever you have given love, is always going to be there with that person, or with that situation, or with that experience. It's there, it's recorded, it's part of the fabric of life. And if you have had a loss of some kind, as I said, whatever love you put into that situation or into that relationship, it's eternal. Okay, that is what this is saying. So it's time now to recover from this loss, or this change, or this sort of change of lifestyle, or it could just be that you've been through a period of grief, or a period of mourning, or a period of transition, and now you're coming out the other side after this period of healing. That's what this talks about. And it's saying that, you come into your power, you open up to universal love. And with Aquarius, I know, and with the 11th house, this is very universal in a concept. Okay, so this could very well be to do with that. Perhaps you are meeting this person via something to do with social issues, or perhaps it's a social group, or some sort of global consciousness, something like that, because Aquarius is very much about that. It's very universal, and it's the big collective. This moves generations. So it could be that you are now aligning, with something, but it's about coming into your own, gathering your power again, especially if you've lost your power, or if you've lost your will to be in the world socially and be part of the world. This is about sort of coming out into the world again, connecting with love, connecting with universal love. And as I said, it could be a cause that you're supporting, or you're getting involved in, or it could be some network that you're now joining, or a group that you're now joining. It's about opening up to that. Spend time in nature. Be social. Join whatever structures and formations you are seeing around you, and open up and get out there and start meeting people. And it may be, as I said, a personal relationship. Get out into nature as well. Nature is very much highlighted with this card. Spend time in nature. You're going to get a lot of healing and support from that, comfort from nature. It's about tapping into all of those aspects. And she's got the red there. So, I do feel that love, universal love or personal love may be important. This person, as I said, could be older than you. Maybe this person has got very advanced ideas about things, and this is why Aquarius is here as well. They may start out as a friend. You may meet them socially. You could be partnering up with this person, or it could be a love interest to see how it resonates for you. Or it could just be a really good friend, somebody that is, really going to grow you in certain ways. The other aspect of Gemini is obviously the mental aspect. This is very analytical energy. It's about thinking. It's about the thinking processes, analyzing things, learning, researching, talking, communicating, expressing ideas, inquisitiveness, curiosity. It's also about multitasking and being adaptable, being very flexible. Gift of the gab. Just be careful that you don't come across as overly so. In other words, like glib. Or argumentative, or any of those things. But it's about the inquiring mind. But there are some details that need to be looked at. And with Gemini, sometimes with that energy, there's so much going on, and you've spread yourself too thin, you miss a few details, or you just come across as being a bit scatty. Okay, so home in on the true qualities of Gemini, which is very communicative. They're very good at expressing and passing knowledge on, and transmitting information. There could be anything to do with sort of information, electronics, the internet, and we've already had Aquarius here, so this is definitely technology maybe coming in for you, but it's communication with friends. Perhaps you're joining new friendship groups, or getting involved in sort of community affairs or social issues, things like that. And this is about communicating, exchanging ideas, swapping and changing and learning, and understanding things. All of these things can come in with Gemini. But as I said, the other aspect is the lovers. It may be pertinent for this. But whatever this communication energy, whether it's socially and you're now opening up your social circle, or it's to do with your actual career, It could be both. You could be connecting with somebody and partnering up. It's about opening up to the possibilities. Now, we've also got here, with the other thing with the 10th house is we've got responsibilities. So it could be that maybe you've had a lot of responsibilities in the past. They've weighed heavy on you. As I said, you may be moving out of that phase now. Perhaps you've had to deal with a lot of different things that have now ended and fallen away or changed in some way. You're now coming out of that heavy period, emerging into something happier and brighter. Or it could be that you have some other responsibilities. It could be family responsibilities, or it could be to do with an endeavor which you are now moving into, or it could be to do with, what you're saying with the Gemini, what you're communicating, being responsible, with the words you're using, and the way you are communicating. All of these things could be pertinent at this time.